I think the biggest problem for Canadians right now is the hemorrhaging of debt right now is pretty horrible. Because I know everyone has debt right now, credit card debt, line of credits. Everyone's taking, like, especially like people who take, like, refinance their houses to buy other houses. Like, everyone's just getting by right now.
Yeah, it's scary. And the sad thing for me is I got to see it firsthand, bro. I'm probably one of the biggest consumers, managing a construction business and doing the real estate and stuff like that. I had a young kid, and it broke my heart. He was trying to rent like one of my cheapest, lowest grossing properties in Oakville, right off Burnhamthorpe. And bro, this guy, I was literally slumlording it to him, giving him a room. It's a 3-bedroom house. I was trying to rent him out the room for $550 a month. You can't get anywhere for $550 a month. Okay, to rent, he's literally, it's a shared accommodations, and he'd be sharing the kitchen and everything with everybody else. And I'm charging him $550. It's a young kid, works in Brampton, right? So it's a big commute. The guy doesn't even have a car.
Yeah,
bro. The guy cannot even come up with first and last.
What are we charging him?
$550 a month. $550. Yeah, because I felt, bro, I try to help people, bro. My heart went out to him. He's a young kid. He reminded me of me when I was growing up, and I was taking the bus and doing, working construction, doing my apprenticeship and stuff. And yeah man, this dude, he was like, yeah, first and last might be a problem. Bro, what do you mean it might be a problem? You're coming here to view a room. For rent, you have to understand in Ontario, first and last is standard. I'm not asking, I'm not asking out of the norm here. First and last is standard, Ontario lease. And this is why I don't like doing lease agreements. I usually Airbnb this shit, right? But
it's better. Didn't the rules that recently changed with Airbnb? Was that?
Yeah, you have to get a certificate. I got to pay $550 for a certificate for every single property that I own. Yeah. It's a money grab, right? Because think about it. You own 4 properties. You want to Airbnb all 4 properties. That's $2,000
just a year, right?
Yeah, that's because you have to get for each unit, for each property, you got to get your Airbnb certificate now. It's
does that go to the government though?
Yeah. So everybody's grabbing, getting their hands in your pockets, getting their change, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's pretty shitty. It's pretty shitty, but you still make more than leasing. You still make more.
How much do you charge for, let's say, a condo downtown?
Easily. You'll do if you're doing. See, I like a little bit of long term. My buddies do all short term. Short term you get more because the cleaning fee. So if you do a short term downtown, you're charging $150 per night standard, and you're charging $150 cleaning fee. Right? So think about it. Somebody checks in tonight, check out tomorrow. That's $300. Boom, for the cleaning fee. Then the next person checks in. Boom, another $300. So you're compounding the shit out of it because your cleaning fee really isn't $150, but that's how much all the Airbnb allows you. So the cleaning fee is where the money's at, right? But if I just do a 1 month turnaround for 30 days, somebody comes in, mucks up my place. I charge them $150 cleaning fee. I'm actually going to spend that $150 cleaning fee because they've been there for a month, tearing up the place, right? It's just common sense.
But typically for the most part with, let's say, a condo downtown Toronto, you probably rent a Friday, Saturday, most likely, right? So if you're making let's say $300, that's only $300 Friday, Saturday. You're only looking at $2,400 a month though.
No. $300 would be for so. When I say $150 a night, I'm saying standard because you want to compete with the hotels. And that's why I don't really like Toronto too much because in Toronto, there's just so much competition. There's everybody and their moms is Airbnb in a flat or a little unit. Or there's hotels everywhere. So, you could get competitive. But the best place, so I tend to stay away from there, and all the smart guys stay away from doing Airbnb. Because in Mississauga, my condo right off the Eglinton across from the hospital, bro, $160 a night, bro, $160 a night. $160 a night. And if you want to stay 5 nights, do the math, right? Plus the cleaning fee. So it's you can't charge that much on a lease agreement.
But doesn't Airbnb take a cut too of that though? $150?
Yeah, nothing, bro. They take a service fee. It doesn't come close. Because think about it. Here's another example. So on a condo, in that same condo, right, you could charge, in Mississauga, the standard rate is anywhere between $1,800 to $2,200 a month, depending on the size of your suite, right? Yeah. And that's the standard rental. On Airbnb, I'm making 3 Gs. Clean. With the fee, everything. We're paying out Airbnb, they're getting their cut. In London, Ontario, it's even more. Like I'm making 36 on an executive suite. Like it's fucked. And you can only charge in London. You can only charge 16 actually. The going rent for an executive suite, like in a basement apartment or whatever, it's 16 to 2,000 if you have it really tits up. But I'm pulling 36 on the Airbnb.
Have you heard of like squatters?
Oh, bro. London has a lot of squatters, bro. They have a lot. You got to be careful. But it comes with the business, man. I mean, you want to make money and do things, bro. There's just so much. Bro, people will come and they have the right to squat and they don't want to leave your house. I have to toss a guy onto the lawn. I literally have to grab his stuff, toss it out. And I was a little bit worried that he called the cops because, it's a big black guy kicking out this white guy to the lawn and stuff. But yeah, man, this guy, didn't want to leave. And again, you could only do that when you're renting. You can't do that with Airbnb. You can't be a squatter with Airbnb because you can't even get keys to my unit until you pay Airbnb.
No, actually, that's not how it works. Did you know that, so what's actually crazy is that if your house is vacant and a squatter comes in, you can't kick them out.
Yeah, that's how are they going to get in my house? That's if they break in.
Let's say they break in, but they can repair it. Let's say you're on vacation, and then repair it.
Yeah, that's possible.
You cannot kick them out.
Yeah, that's
fucking crazy.
That's a big problem. But if you I have ADT monitoring and stuff, so it's a high possibility of that happening because first of all, they're breaking into your place, the alarm goes off, the police is dispatched right away, right?
There's so many different things, but the way to so there's I think it's called I forgot what it's called, but
the squatting, right? Yeah, if they break into your house, they actually I saw one on City TV actually, not City TV. Was it C-Plus? Same thing. But this lady was literally she was selling a property, but there are people living in the property. And she's like, since when? What the hell is this going on? And they changed the locks on her. She didn't even get into her house.
That's
so they were, I was like, yeah, that's crazy. Only in the city, man. Only in the six.
And and what's crazy is that with squatting is that the only way to kind of beat them is if you go in and start living there as well.
What?
And then so you kind of
you have to live. You have to pretend. Oh my god, that's actually crazy.
And so you kind of disrupt shit for them because now you're allowed to squat. So
what?
So there was one.
So what did the police do about this? I never understand how that works.
The police don't get involved in cases like this. They always.
But they have to. That's their job.
I know, but they always say the same thing. You take this to the board. What do you call it?
The tribunal.
Tribunal board.
That's ridiculous.
And they take forever. There's actually it's not crazy.